Picture this, it's a nice day outside, 75. We're gonna drive the Corvette, right? Why wouldn't you? You go, put your key in, go to start it, and you're greeted with one of three things. Either nothing happens, and a little security light comes on the dash, service column lock error, or my favorite, pull the key and wait 10 seconds. I'm gonna go over what causes all these issues and fixes for pretty much all of it. Now, I'm going to start with the easiest one to rectify, if you will, or figure out what's going on. If you go to turn the car on and you know the battery's good, you got continuity to the starter, and nothing happens, you just get the security light blinking in the dash, 99.9% of the time, it's an issue with your VATS system exclusively. And the VATS system is the vehicle anti-theft system. It's kind of a crude, archaic system, but it pretty much all hinges on this little guy right there. Been working in my backyard all day, my nails are dirty. But this little pellet right there, people think it's like a computer. It's not. This is really old technology. This is simply a resistor. And typically what's going on when you go to start the car on and nothing happens is your tumbler, or your ignition if you will, simply is not reading this for a number of issues. One being the C5 Corvettes are pretty old now. Some of them are almost 25 years old. So over time, these little pellets get worn out, or the tumbler itself inside, the little piece that touches this inside the ignition lock simply wears out. The best thing to do in this scenario is simply replace the key with the correct type of key. Now, this is very important. There are 15 different little resistors for the C5 keys and the C4 as well. Long story short, this is like I said, a resistor. When the BCM reads the correct resistance in the key, it allows the computer just to fire up the starter. Happy day. But when you lose that continuity with the resistor and the ignition, you got nothing. So quick, to recap the first scenario, you turn the key, you get nothing, but you know you have a strong, newer battery, everything's good to go, everything's copacetic, but just nothing going on. Chances are it's your ignition or the key itself. That's a good place to start. All right, the second error is pull key, wait 10 seconds. Now this one can be tied to two things, either the VATS system itself or the column lock itself, which is controlled by the BCM. Essentially what's going on, from what I understand, all the research I've been doing on this, is that the BCM itself is just getting erroneous messages. It's just getting old, the BCM itself. It's not getting correct readings. You can replace your ignition. 10% of the time that does solve the problem. Typically, to get around this issue, you want to do a VATS bypass. And that's simply taking out the key equation altogether. You're pretty much hot wiring the VATS system in a closed loop back to your BCM, so there's no room for error inside your ignition. And the second thing you can do is do the LCM5 fix, which you do in the passenger footwell. But my recommendation, if you get the wait 10-second pull key error, is just do the VATS bypass. Now there's kits you can get online, but it's a very simple process and you can do it for like $5. If you go on eBay, I did to my car a while ago. It's very simple. You're just gonna search for C5 VATS resistors. They're gonna send you 15 of them to figure out which one's the correct one. Like I said earlier, the key has one of 15 options for the C5 and C4 Corvette. To figure out the correct resistance in the key, you need a little multimeter. These are very cheap. I got this for like 10 bucks at Lowe's a couple years ago. Super simple to do, to figure out what key you have, 1 through 15. And I'll put a graphic here to show you what different resistances came with these keys. To do it, you simply want to take your multimeter, set it to 20,000 ohms, just like that. And then you're gonna put, doesn't matter which way it goes, I got no hands right now, but you're gonna read both sides and you're gonna get a value on your multimeter, and you're gonna match that to the resistors that come in a kit. And you just go down the line until the key resistance matches one of the resistors in the kit. It might take you a few minutes to get figured out, but it's not that hard to do. Then all you simply do is take off your center console piece. It's fairly easy. If you know anything about Corvettes, it's not hard. And then your ignition will be exposed, and up underneath it, you'll see what looks like a yellow and black wire that goes into your ignition and goes into a pigtail. There'll be a graphic here. You're gonna wanna go ahead and undo that clip, that pigtail, and then the one going to the BCM, not back to the ignition, you're gonna snip that, and I recommend soldering. I soldered mine, no issues at all. You're gonna crimp the two wires, take off about 1/4 inch, and you're gonna solder in that resistor. And then now you have 0 issues with your VATS system now. It reads, it's a closed loop system now, no matter what, the BCM will always read the correct resistance like the key is there. Now, however, it does make it easier for someone to steal the car. That is a caveat. The other fix for this would be troubleshooting your keys, getting a new ignition, getting a new BCM. That can add up, and this is a very simple fix if you keep your car in a safe spot. I garaged my car. I wasn't too worried about it. I wasn't trying to chase this issue for, months. So I did that, boom, good to go. All right, and the last thing, error message you might get is service your column lock or something to that effect. This is when you're going to need the LMC5 kit. You can buy them all over the internet. They're about $50. It gets kind of convoluted, but don't overthink it. The directions come with a way to do it. It's really simple, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube how to do it. With that being said, there's about 10% of the BCMs that don't like that fix. Mine happened to be one of the 10% that did not like it. So once I used the LCM5, I still got the service column lock or the wait 10 seconds. I was frustrated. I did some more digging, and there's actually a brown mod, fills the gap, if you will, for those few BCMs that are programmed differently. I'm not really sure exactly the science behind it. I did the brown mod, boom, good to go. It's weird, I know. And to do that mod, it's not too involved. You're simply gonna do it in your passenger footwell, open up the fuse box. I'll have graphics here as I'm going. Hopefully these help. And you follow the directions on the sheet. It's very intuitive and it's not that hard. I highly recommend that. Now, if you are just having issues with both of these back to back, you'll pull key, wait 10 seconds, or the column bypass, just do the VATS bypass and do the LCM5 kit and you're done. Nothing to worry about at all. All right, one more scenario. If you have a 97 or 98, you're probably like, well, I've done both of these. I'm still getting this stupid error message. The only thing the owners with 97 and 98 can do at this point is to get a replacement BCM. From what I found, there's a very small percentage of 97, 98s after both of these fixes, if you will. They don't work. You gotta replace your BCM. After that, they're good to go. It's weird. Just the cars are getting old. They heat up a lot. They cool down a lot. Over 20 years of heat and expansion on the circuit boards, etc. You're going to get soldering that starts to break and stuff. And I think that's what's going on with this. And a lot of the column lock, especially, I think what's going on is that they're just getting older. And yeah, the circuitry is just starting to show its age, if you will. But luckily, people out there have been hard at work getting fixes for this. So recap real quick. Put your key in, nothing happens. It's probably just your key itself or the ignition itself, shit itself. Pull key, wait 10 seconds. I recommend doing the VATS bypass. It's super simple. Soldering iron and a pack of resistors. Measure those to your key, boom, good to go. And lastly, service column lock. I recommend the LCM5. And if you're having both those interchangeably, just do both the kits and you should be good. Especially if you have 2000 or 2001 and up, both those kits will fix all your issues. Again, 97, 98, kind of weird. All right, and one more scenario real quick. Let's assume you lost your key and you get a new ignition off eBay or something, and you don't want to go to GM to program it. I say program, not the key itself, but getting it aligned with the BCM for the VATS setup. What you're going to do, like I explained earlier, in the little pigtail that goes to your BCM off the VATS system, off the ignition, unplug that, take one resistor at a time in a U shape, put it into your pigtail, and try to crank it. And eventually 1 through 15, like there's only 15 combinations, you'll get it. However, when you do this, each time you try it, you gotta wait approximately 5 minutes. Let's say you try number 1 resistor in the pack, you put it on, nothing. You gotta wait 5 minutes. I think it's like 4 minutes it's been changed, or wait 5 minutes just to be sure. Pull that one out, put the next one in, make sure you have good continuity or it's snug, try it again. As soon as it fires up, boom, that's resistor, solder it into your VATS bypass, and you're all set. Again, I made this video because I see this question asked so many times in Corvette forums. It's been an issue for 10 plus years, and hopefully someone that's frustrated, hopefully this helps someone out there. I have an 01, I did both the LCM5 with the brown mod and the VATS bypass, because I have a push button start as well, if you guys follow me. Yeah, I don't even use my key. I just have it on here just in case. But yeah, I have push button. But yeah, so hopefully this helped and the graphics I provided helped someone out there. Any questions at all, please let me know. These cars can be really strange. I like helping you guys out, so hopefully this helps someone out there. Real quick, I'm really busy right now with home improvement projects on the backyard. So for the next month or so, I might just be doing a Corvette news segment every week. But don't worry, I haven't lost interest in Corvette or making content. I'm just really spread thin right now, but more stuff coming. I should have a Corvette news coming out by Wednesday, hopefully. So, all right guys, that's all I have. I will catch you guys next time. Mark out.